Well, welcome to the program, everyone. This is Brian and Kathy. And on the line, we have Veronica from One Man's Dream on YouTube. A lot of people know Veronica from Paging Mr. Morrow, the vlogger formerly known, like Prince. Right.
Exactly. We're super excited to have Veronica here. How you doing, Veronica?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're really, really good.
Now, I got to tell you, Veronica, we watch a lot of vlogs, and, of course, we watch you for a long, long time. Probably, I don't even want to know how many hours we've watched you.
Okay? A lot, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we've watched you a lot with a lot of other vloggers. But, we live in South Florida, and you're not from Florida. You're from Pennsylvania, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, did you move to Florida to vlog at Walt Disney World?
Not to vlog at Walt Disney World, just to be in Walt Disney World.
Really? Just to be?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of a crazy
So how did you
thing.
start vlogging? How did that happen?
Okay, so we were, of course, we wanted to live in Florida, and we made that happen. And then, I was sharing stories with just my mom and my family, and I would put them on YouTube, and it just seemed like more and more people started to enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
And we started to take it a little bit more serious because I was like, wow, people are actually watching us. Like, what?
Yeah.
Because they were really just made for our family and friends back home who probably couldn't have cared less. They're probably like, oh, all right, you guys, like, that's nice. Rub it in our faces. But then we realized that people actually really enjoyed it. And it was great. It took off. And the more we did it, the more we loved doing it. And it was great.
So when you decided to move to Florida to go to Disney World, and you told your family, told everyone, we're moving to Florida so we could go to Walt Disney World every day, did they think you were nuts? What did they say?
No, they said, I'm surprised you didn't do it sooner.
Really?
That's the truth.
Really?
So have you loved Disney all your life? Did you always just love Disney?
From the day I was born. I mean, I don't know if I really loved it when I was born, but I'm sure I did.
Yeah, it's a real passion for a lot of people. And I wanted to ask you, a lot of people are moving to Orlando just to vlog. There's vloggers out there that
like Michael K.
Michael K.
His brother.
He's one of the big ones. They and others, they've moved there just so they can vlog. Do you think it's worth doing that just for vlogging? Do you think it's worth, leaving your family and your home to do just that?
No, I would never do it for a vlog. No. I would do it if I was passionate and love it, which Michael K is very passionate, and you can tell he really loves Disney. But would I do it for a vlog? No. But because I was passionate and loved it, see, I came down with that. I didn't do it to vlog.
Right.
I didn't have a vlog yet, so.
Right. But there are people that are moving down there for their channel, for vlogging. And I was just wondering, because you moved for Disney. So you moved, I thought you would move to vlog. So you moved because you love Disney. And a lot of people do that, move there for Disney, because, it is amazing.
So you moved to Orlando, you're going to Disney, you're vlogging, and then all of a sudden your YouTube channel blows up. So when your YouTube channel starts to blow up, how many days a week were you going to Walt Disney World?
Honestly, probably like 7.
7 days.
Oh my gosh.
Like we were that serious about it. We didn't vlog every single time.
Right.
But yeah, it was like I just couldn't live without
7 days a week.
Does it become addictive in a way? Like you don't want to miss anything?
I would say if I've ever been addicted to anything, it would be Walt Disney World.
Wow. So, I always worry that if I moved there, because we live about 3 hours away, and I grew up in Florida, but I always worried if I lived there, I'd get tired of it after like 6 months. I'd be like, but that doesn't seem to happen with people. People that move there say that it never gets old.
No, never. Not even one day. No.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's different for different people. For me, it's a nostalgia. I mean, it was my whole life. Every year we would go twice a year.
Yeah.
I mean, and it wasn't like we were a rich family growing up. So we were staying at the value resorts, and even my vacations as I became an adult, we were doing bare minimum just so that we could be in Disney World. It didn't matter if we were staying at, any resort off property anywhere, or eating, just pancakes to get by. As long as we were going to Disney and I had tickets to be in the parks, it didn't matter. It didn't matter where I stayed. It didn't matter where I ate. it's just the way it makes me feel, you know?
Yeah, and your parents, do they share that love of Disney with you?
Not as much.
Not Yeah, that's okay.
I know how it is. I go to the parks maybe once or twice a month, and everyone makes fun of me too. You know, you're going to Disney World again. I'm going to Disney World again.
We love it though.
So, what's your favorite park?
Magic Kingdom. It will
Really?
always be. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be most people's favorite parks when you ask.
Mine's
I think.
Epcot.
Brian
Not
likes
Magic
Is it
Epcot.
Epcot? What's
Epcot.
your
I love Epcot.
Epcot?
Yeah.
He's
I love
always
Epcot.
loved Epcot. Yeah, I like Magic Kingdom and then Hollywood Studios, I think.
Well, now it's a different experience for you because you've left Florida, you've left Disney
Mhm.
World, you're back in Pennsylvania, and you try. I
Yep.
mean, you do travel down. Like I was watching one of your vlogs the other day, and you were at Hollywood Studios, one you just put up recently. What's it like now when you go back? You're there how often now? Every few months, maybe?
I'm trying to go every other month, but
Yeah.
I will be moved back by about the springtime.
Also, you're coming back
So-
home.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
coming
I'm
back.
just here
Oh,
I'm just home. I'm just here in Pennsylvania temporarily, so
oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'll be
Oh, that's
back down
great.
shortly.
Oh,
But
that's
honestly,
fantastic.
the,
Yeah.
the vacation side of doing this, it like brought so much more magic into it. The
Yeah.
anticipation and the packing and the
Yeah.
plane ride.
I was wondering about that because when you live there, you don't have that whole experience of anticipation, like you said, and packing, getting
Yeah.
on the plane, and that's all part of the experience. You know, taking the
Yeah.
bus from the airport. And now, I mean, it's great when you live there because you can just hop in your car. And I mean, I know when we have a 3-hour drive home, I'm like, I just wish I lived 10 minutes away. It'd be so much nicer, you know?
So when you were going to the park every day of the week and you were vlogging, will you just go to the park and say, I'm just going to vlog what we do, or would you plan out what you were going to do and vlog? Did it become like
No.
planned?
No, our vlogs were always specifically just showing us having fun.
Yeah.
If there
Okay.
was anything to like update or inform on, we never really took that part very seriously. It was more always, if we didn't have fun doing it anymore, we're going to stop doing it.
Right.
So we always tried to make it just us doing our day.
So you
Instead
didn't
of
you didn't like plan it out or plan out shots or you know, do a storyboard. I mean, there's vloggers that do this, you know.
No, well, okay. I don't know if you've ever saw the Getting Our Cutting Board one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Food and Wine Cutting
Yeah, I
Board.
did. Yeah, I didn't
We
get the
did-
cutting board. I was so upset. You guys got the cutting board. I was one visit away.
I know.
No.
Yeah.
That was something we planned, like, we're going to act very dramatic in the beginning of this vlog.
Right.
So, so that was something we kind of did as a plan.
But
Well,
sometimes vloggers, because I watch pretty much everybody. It's crazy how
He
much
does.
I don't watch TV. I just watch vloggers.
That's me.
But but a lot of vloggers, sometimes I'll run into people in the park and there'll be something new. Like there'll be a new cookie in Germany, and there's like 6 vloggers on the first day trying to be the first one to get that new cookie in Germany at Epcot to get up on it. And sometimes I think maybe the fun gets taken out of it because people plan too hard and they feel pressured to get content
To be the
online that no
first.
one's seen. Yeah.
Did you feel that pressure ever? Like we got to be the first to get our vlog up for an event or a cupcake or anything?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's good.
No.
You got to have fun.
It
My
takes the fun.
favorite vlog when you were with the Paging Mr. Morrow channel was when you guys went to the Goodwill store
Oh, yeah, that
and
was
picked
good.
out clothes.
Oh,
And wore them to the park. Veronica, Brian and I laughed for hours. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I was like, that is so hilarious. So how did you come up with that idea?
Actually, it showed up as like a Pinterest thing, and it was like date night idea. Go to the
Oh my
Salvation
goodness.
Army and pick each other's outfits and go on a date. And
Wow.
I'm like, let's one up this.
Oh my
Pick out each
gosh.
other's outfits, not tell each other, and walk around the parks.
That was, and those outfits were really embarrassing too. I got to give you props for doing that because you have to have a good sense of humor to do something like
Yeah,
that.
you do.
I wanted to talk to you about you because I follow you on Instagram and I followed you for a long time and you've lost a ton of weight. How much weight have you lost so far?
140.
140 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you said, because somebody asked
That's like a person.
That's like a whole
Yeah.
person. I
That's how
know.
I feel. I lost a human being.
That's like our
honestly.
20-year-old daughter. So like she was on your back. So you said that you lost weight by, you said it was very simple. that you stopped drinking, right? That's what you
Stopped
said?
drinking alcohol completely. So no beer, no wine, no liquor, nothing. I mean, of course, I would have an occasional drink on my birthday,
Right.
but no, I stopped drinking completely. I didn't really change much of my diet. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a big runner or anything. I just started exercising and I mean, just adding it to my day.
Do you
Not really
think
into it, but
do you think Disney can be like living your Disney if people aren't careful can be like bad for your health? Like the food
very
and
bad. I mean, I went down there and I wasn't, I mean, I blew up. I did.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I lost control. And it was just the eating all the time, the drinking all the time, and I lived like I was on a vacation.
that's
And then all of a sudden
yeah.
it caught up to me.
That's what I was thinking with people when you go there. It's like, and I've talked to other people who just spend money like crazy on merch and they're always eating and drinking and they put on tons of weight like very quickly.
Yep.
And so, what would your advice be for somebody who does live there and move there to keep it under control? Because I could see how it could get out of hand because it's like, like you said, a little addictive and you go and there's all new things to try and spend money on. What would your advice be for somebody to kind of rein it in?
Honestly, I would give yourself a reality check and realize you're not on vacation. You don't need to try every single snack. You don't need to eat out every week. And then, and if you're going to try a snack, take a bite of it and
Right.
discuss it. I mean, you don't have to eat the whole cupcake.
Yeah.
Right. Or split it with somebody
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
moderation,
Yeah.
I think
I
is
mean, I
key.
can understand you want to try the new snacks, but no,
Yeah.
the new snacks will catch up to you eventually, and they sure caught up to me. So,
Well, I know you talked about having a health scare and everything, and so I'm really glad you're okay, and your weight loss is just absolutely incredible. I wanted to ask you, okay, I want to talk about your new channel, One
Mhm.
Man's Dream, and I love it because you have gone to Disney, but you're going to a lot of other places, and you just did a new vlog in New York City, which was amazing because you show all the windows and it was so crowded. What are some other things you want to do with your channel while you're living in Pennsylvania until you come back to Orlando?
Well, there is a Legoland opening up in New York.
Okay.
So, but I don't know if I'll be here for the opening because that's in July. So I don't know that I'll be here. There is a lot of Christmas things happening, but I do work full time. This
Yeah.
week I'm doing 72 hours. So like,
Oh my gosh.
this is my night off. So I don't know that I'll get to much more before Christmas, but I mean, whatever I can find. Maybe go back to the Nickelodeon Universe that I vlogged and
Yeah.
show the rides actually
Oh,
open.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
But
When
there's not too much.
I really like that vlog you did when you were at the indoor amusement park.
That's the one I meant.
That's it,
yeah,
the Nickelodeon.
That's the Nickelodeon
Yeah.
one. That's
Our
the Nickelodeon
daughter
one?
our daughter wants to fly up
That's-
there just to see
Oh
that.
my goodness, that is a
New Jersey,
really
yeah.
cool. Well, because of the weather, they have things inside. Here in Florida, everything's
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you watch a lot of vloggers. Who do you watch?
I watch all of them. I mean, I watch Michael K. I watch his brother. I watch Walt Disney World couple.
Mhm.
Of course, I mean, I watch. I'm trying to think of like what did I start my day off? Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
The Tracker. I watch everyone. Like if it shows up in my queue, Super Enthused. I love
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah, we watch them all too, and Michael K. It seems like every time I go to the park, I'm bumping into Michael K. now.
Ryan's running into him a
Really?
lot.
Almost every time.
He was running
Almost
into him a
every
lot.
time I'm bumping into Michael K. and his brother, which is awesome. And I about collapsed. I was at Epcot recently, and I ran into Justin Scard, and I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. And the thing with vlogging, it's so interesting because it's not just that you're following people through their lives and everything. It's better than the Travel Channel on TV. I love everyone's vlogs. I watch everyone you mentioned.
I think they're better than that. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. We started watching vlogs because we had not gone to Disney in a long time. Even though we live in Florida, we were going back, and we just went to see what the updates were, and then we started seeing there was this whole world out there.
And then we're like, we want to do that,
Yeah.
But it's people don't realize, and I talk about this a lot, how much work it really is. When you were vlogging a lot, like when you were living in Orlando, did it ever feel like a job at all?
Because you
Or
got
was
to edit
because
and
of the
everything.
editing, or was it always just fun and you know what I mean? Or did it ever feel like, like sometimes, okay, because you do have a full-time job. Did it ever get like hard for you to do both?
No, because I always kept it very simple. Like I use Windows Movie Maker. I use a computer hooked to a TV. I was
Yeah.
never fancy with it. I'm still not. Even our intros, like it was just literally Windows Movie Maker. So I never got stressed out by anything.
So you didn't like go into these like super complicated edits, and which a lot of people do, and you could tell by watching their vlog it takes like 4 hours for them to put it together. And I think there's a lot of pressure on vloggers sometimes to do, make it super fancy when you really don't need to.
Well, I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, Veronica. I mean, you turned the vlogging world upside down when you guys split.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I mean,
people, you shook. It shook the world.
I don't know which one of us found out first, Kathy or me. I think Kathy did.
I did, and I called Bryan and I said, "Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what just happened."
I mean, this was like TMZ, with the Disney vloggers. And
did you know that Nate was going to go on YouTube and announce all that?
There was discussions of how this was going to be announced to everybody, because it was going to be very obvious. Veronica is, where is she?
Well, I noticed towards the end you were not in a lot of his vlogs, and I said to Bryan, Veronica, I hope she's okay, because she hasn't been in some of these vlogs lately.
Yeah. We did. We discussed on how we were going to present it to everybody. I mean, what was actually said in them, we didn't really go over or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what they did end up getting taken down.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very personal. I mean, it's got to be difficult. You're younger than us, so you kind of are used to, I think the younger people are used to sharing more on social media than our generation, but it's got to be hard to have your marriage and everything out there for everybody. And then, it's a personal thing to share with people. I personally wouldn't be comfortable with Bryan doing something like that, but that could be a generational thing. I don't know.
It was very difficult. That's kind of why I ended up dropping off the face of the earth for a few months there, and I disappeared. I didn't have the Instagram going. Well, maybe once in a while I would kind of post on there, and then I would take it down, and then I would, because I just felt so overwhelmed with everything.
Sure.
I just needed to step back, and I didn't start the channel, and I kept saying I'm never going to do it, because I was very afraid, honestly, of the backlash I was going to get, because people get to know you, and then they feel like, like you hurt Nate. And
right.
I was very afraid that I was going to be, scolded for it. I don't know how to explain.
No, I know what you mean.
Afraid of.
I know exactly what you mean.
Not very welcomed back into the community, and that has not been the case at all. Not at all. People have been so sweet and kind, and I don't get really anything crazy, no mean messages or nothing. Good. And nothing bad. So I'm glad that I decided to just come back.
I am too.
When there have been vloggers who have been couples that have split in other areas of vlogging, and there's all kinds of things like, well, who's going to get the channel? I mean,
I let them have it.
Yeah.
I voluntarily said, look, you can have this. I mean, if it will make you happy, because, I was the one that left. So I said, I want you to be happy. I don't wish him ill at all.
Right.
And I said, if this makes you happy and you enjoy doing it, by all means, the channel is Nate's. You can have it. So it wasn't really a debate or a discussion. And it was paging Mr. Morrow, and I was like, you can have it.
Which is, I think, a really great name for a channel. And Bryan really loves that name.
Yeah, that's a great name.
It started off actually as my Instagram name years ago. When I started my ONEMANSDREAM Instagram,
it
was actually paging Mr. Morrow. And then when we decided to start vlogging, I was like, why don't we just use my Instagram name?
It's very clever. Really, really a clever name. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Well, I always wish the best for people, and I hope that things, are amicable with you guys, and and everything's going well on that end, that everything's okay with you guys. And
well, it's
never easy,
people watch you, and they watch your videos every week or twice a week or however long someone has a video, and then all of a sudden there's a big change like that, and people are like, whoa, I think
people were very shocked.
Yeah,
sure.
And I think it was pretty smart of you to take a break, because in this day and age with social media, people don't like to take a break when something like that happens. They want to be out there explaining themselves all the time.
No, I think you did the right thing, and it's good to step back and get some proper perspective on things and kind of regroup. And especially when you're going through something like that, and it's a very personal thing. So, I don't want to get into anything personal about it because it's your business. But, it's good that you're, that things are working out. And I'm really glad you're coming back to Orlando.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely have to meet someday.
I hope we run into you at the park sometime.
Yeah,
Veronica.
that's
I'll be
really
looking for
exciting.
I'm so sure you will.
I'm always looking for vloggers. Every time I'm in the park, I'm looking everywhere for vloggers.
Do you do that too when you go to the park? Do you look for other vloggers to meet?
I used to. I mean, I would be so bad that this was before I was vlogging. I would like check their Instagrams and no, it was Snapchat back then.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Snapchat, and I was like, okay, they're snapping in Adventureland.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get over there.
We've done that too.
Yeah.
A few times.
Everybody does
I'm
that.
not the only one.
Yeah, no, you're not. Trust me.
You're not the only Disney stalker. That's
Oh,
for sure.
good.
That's for sure. Well, Veronica, listen, thanks so much
Oh, yeah,
for
totally.
giving us your time and being so open about the discussion and everything. We really appreciate it. And I do hope we
course.
get to meet you sometime at the park. And we'll, of course, everyone subscribe to Veronica's channel, One Man's Dream. It's all one word, One Man's Dream.
It's an awesome channel. She does
Yeah.
really great vlogs and goes all kinds of places. And she's going to be back in Orlando, next spring, you said?
Yeah.
Awesome. So it'll be more Disney for sure.
Well, great. That's One Man's Dream on YouTube. Is that your Instagram as well?
It's One Man's Dream on Instagram, but it was taken, so I had to use a 0 for
Yeah.
the O.
Well, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's well. I don't know how you got the name on YouTube. One Man's Dream,
great
all one
name.
word on YouTube. Veronica, thanks again.
No, thank you guys. I had so much fun doing
Oh,
this.
good. Well, we wish you well and hopefully definitely meet you someday.
You will.
Okay, great. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.